This is the English Literature Web YouTube channel, and I am Professor L.B. Gayakawad is teaching today the character of Shylock in The Merchant of Venice by Shakespeare. This is the part 1 and video number 36. Shylock is the world famous character by Shakespeare in The Merchant of Venice. Remember, Shakespeare has written the character of Shylock, and this character of Shylock has become very much popular character in the world because of the bond which he has written from the character of Antonio. He is the villain in the play, but finally stands for sympathy or justification. Remember, this Shylock is the villain in the play because he is living only for badness. That's why he is the villain. But finally we pity for him, or we show sympathy to him because, or we want that he must have the justification, he must have the justice, because finally we feel that this Portia has made injustice with him. But the point is that this Portia has not made injustice with him because he has taken the benefit of Antonio, and he has there made the mistake, and he is going to kill Antonio, and that's why the life of Antonio was important, is important, and bond is not important. That is said by Shakespeare here. I will say here the example of Ravana. Ravana is the or was the greatest person in those days, and he was the good worshipper of Lord Shiva. But he made one mistake. He stole Sita, and he made that sin, and only because of that one sin he was defeated and he was killed by the Lord Rama. The same thing is here about, I will say, Shylock. Shylock was not a good person, but only because of this severe mistake, this Shylock has been defeated, and though we feel that he must have the particular justice, but we cannot give him the justice finally. It is said that he is the famous character in Shakespeare's 38 total dramas, and that's why we can say that this gentleman is the famous hero or villain in all the 38 dramas of Shakespeare. All critics have called Shakespeare a world personality in English literature because some of them treat Shylock a villain, some call him a sympathetic man, though he is a villain. So, according to me, everyone has a right on the earth to live properly, to live happily. Shakespeare is one of them. He has been insulted by Antonio. Antonio has no right to enter into Shylock's life, but he does so. He knows him below his character due to his Christianity, and thus only he makes a bond of giving a pound of flesh from his body. This is done by Antonio as he has been supported by his caste people. So remember here, the explanation is that this Antonio is Christian there, and because of the support of his society, he does the injustice with Shylock. And because of this injustice with Shylock, Shylock writes such a typical bond from Antonio. And Antonio also, with his haughtiness, writes that bond. That is the important thing. So everything depends on the decision of man. If that man is very much overconfidential, then such type of situations happen with the person. If this is the interesting subject between Antonio and Shylock, so we must see the character of Shylock with this merit or demerits. Means, if this Shylock is the great character, then we should see the merits and demerits of this Shylock. Though we say that everyone has the right of living on this earth. Everyone should not cross the limit of the rules of life. Shylock has crossed all of them and has written the bond of Antonio's death, which has been his grave mistake. Spiritually, we can call it a sin, and a sinner should be punished, and thus Shylock has been punished by Shakespeare. Remember here, this Shylock has made the great mistake of making this sin. He has written the bond in which there is the death of Antonio. And that's why such a sinner should be punished. And that's why in the form of Portia, Shakespeare has shown this Shylock as defeated one. Antonio and Shylock both have committed mistakes, but in comparison with Antonio, Shylock's mistakes are grave and he is a greedy person. Remember, all these two characters, I will say, or Antonio or Shylock, both have made mistakes, made mistakes, and the mistakes of Antonio are limited, but the mistakes of Shylock are the serious mistakes, and that's why in the end of the play, Shylock has been defeated and Antonio has been a winner. It is true he is unjustified, but it is true that this Shylock has been unjustified. But how we can say that Shylock has been unjustified if he is the particular sinner? So today we have finished the topic of Shylock, the character of Shylock, the part 1 and video number 36. Then we will come with a new topic with a new subject. Till then, thank you very much.